Do you know how long they have been in a relationship?
Probably 28 years.
Okay. Probably ever since you were around the time you were born and
Before
leading up
me.
to that? Okay.
2.
And you were here in the courtroom before the jury came out, weren't you?
Yes.
Okay. Where were you seated?
Over in the corner right there.
Okay, were you seated in probably the
3rd row.
third row? And whereabouts were you seated?
By the window.
Okay. Did you see your father, Toby Madden, walk into the courtroom?
Yes.
Okay. At some point, did you hear Toby Madden say something to you?
Yes.
Or say something really in front of a lot of people?
Yes, in front of
Okay.
everyone.
Okay. The detective was there?
Yes.
The media was there?
Yes.
Okay. What did you hear your dad say to you?
I'm sorry. We got into an altercation, and I basically am the one that did it. Basically, found it guilty. I love you. Don't hate me.
On October 11th, 2022, the day that your mother was allegedly stabbed several times at this point, where was your mother living?
Parish Avenue.
Okay. If I told you the address was 1270 Parish Avenue, does that sound about right?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Yes. Is that located in the city of Hamilton, Butler County, Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I know it's a couple years ago now, so if you don't know, it's okay. Do you know about how long your mom had been living at that address?
Not for long. She was trying to basically renovate it, get it up to date.
Do you know how it is that your mom started living there, or who helped her get that house?
My aunt Sherry, she helped get establish the housing to get her somewhere where she could be stable.
Do you know when Rachelle initially moved into that residence? Did anybody move in with her? Do you know?
No, not really. It was supposed to just be for her.
Okay. Did your mom have a dog?
Yes.
Okay. Can you describe, do you know what kind of dog that your mom had?
A big fat bulldog pit bull,
Okay.
gray and white.
When you say big, how big?
Oh, fat. Very fat. Wide, too.
Like over 100 pounds big?
He's probably 80. Probably 80.
Okay. Had you ever been over to that house at 1270 Parish?
Yes.
Okay. How many times would you say that you've been there?
Quite a few times to see the progress.
Okay. What was going on inside of the residence?
The flooring was being replaced. Basically, she was working on that. New cabinets were coming in. She's getting some furniture in the house.
At some point, did you become aware that your father, Toby, sort of moved into that house?
Yes.
Do you know in relation to when it is, I'm sorry, strike that, let me ask it this way. Do you know how long that your mother had been living at that house on 1270 Parish before your dad moved in?
Probably at the end of September.
Okay. So Toby did not move in right away?
No.
Okay. And actually, if I can approach the windshield.
You may.
And I apologize. If I may approach with you. I'm showing defense counsel what's been marked as State's Exhibit 4. I may approach the witness.
You may.
Do you recognize what's in State's Exhibit number 4?
Yes.
Okay. What is in State's Exhibit number 4?
The parish house that she was living in.
Okay. Does that photograph truly, fairly, and accurately depict
Yes.
the residence?
Yes.
Or not ask for permission to publish to the jury?
Any objection, Mr. Wilder?
No objection.
All right, permission is granted.
Do you want it up here?
I think is it going to go on the... What do I need to do?
Using your computer or
I was going to use the computer. Sorry. Should I use Elmo?
No. It's on our screen.
All right, it should be on the screen in front of you as well. What are we looking at in State's Exhibit number 4?
The parish avenue house.
Okay, that's a house that your mom, I'm sorry, that your aunt was renting or kind of on a land contract for your mom?
Land contract.
On October 11th, 2022, you can take her then if you need to, was your mom working somewhere?
Yeah.
Where was she working?
It was Magnolia Groves in Loveland, Ohio.
Okay, and what was her job there?
She was a nurse.
Prior to your mom moving into 1270 Parish Avenue, do you know where your mom was living?
She was staying with my cousin for a while. Ginger Halcomb.
Okay. At some point, was your mom living down in Covington?
Yes.
Okay, do you know the time frame of when your mom was living in Covington?
It would have to be, sorry, my brain. Probably around, I want to say June 2022.
Okay. Do you know how long she had lived down in Covington?
Not for long.
Okay. Who was she living down in Covington with?
Toby.
Your dad?
Mhm.
Okay. Have you ever been down to Covington to see
Yes.
your mom and your dad?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever hear your dad have an argument with Rachelle regarding her not being faithful?
Yes.
Tell us about that if you would, please.
Many times he would accuse of her of cheating or being a prostitute, but she was not.
Did you and your mom live together at some point prior to Covington?
Yeah.
Where did you guys live?
Athens in Loveland, Ohio, a townhome.
Townhome? Why did you get, I'm sorry, who was the first one that got that townhome?
Me and my mom.
Okay. Was there anybody else that was living with you there?
My daughter's father.
Okay. Were your daughters living there as well? I'm sorry, your
Yeah,
daughter?
yeah.
Okay. At some point, did Toby move into that apartment or a townhome?
Yes.
I assume you weren't too happy about that?
No.
Safe to say your mom and dad had an on and off again relationship over the years?
Very.
I think I just have 2 more pictures, Your Honor.
All right.
I'm showing defense counsel what's been marked as State's Exhibit 110. I may approach a witness, Your Honor.
You may.
Sorry. State's Exhibit 110, do you recognize what is depicted in State's Exhibit 110?
Yes.
How do you know what's in State's Exhibit 110?
It's a vest that he used to wear all the time.
Okay. And who is he?
Toby Madden.
Your dad?
Yes.
Okay. You've seen your dad wear that vest?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'd ask for permission ask for 110 to be admitted with permission.
Any objection, Mr. Wilder?
No objection.
All right. It'll be admitted and you may publish it.
Ms. Madden, we're almost done here. If you look at
Here.
State's Exhibit 110, what is it that we're looking at here?
We're looking at his vest that he wore quite often.
Okay. I'm going to show defense counsel State's Exhibit 179. Let me approach
You
my...
may.
Showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 179. Who is depicted in State's Exhibit 179?
My mother, Rachelle Brewsaugh.
Okay. That's a picture of her at the morgue.
Yes, it is.
Give me one more try. No other questions, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, cross-examination, Mr. Wilder.
Good afternoon, Miss Madden. Is it okay if I call you McKayla?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to ask you a few questions here. If you don't understand them or if they're confusing, just let me know and I'll try to rephrase them for you. Is that fair?
Yes.
I want to start with, you were questioned about something that your father said to you when he entered the courtroom today. When's the last time you saw your father?
Last time I saw him, I don't know, maybe in the earliest of October of 2022.
So it's been close to 2 years.
Yes.
And fair to say that in the last 2 years, you've not had the ability to see your
Yeah.
father. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Were you emotional when you saw him today, like he was when he saw you?
Yeah, I would say so.
You talked about the Parish Avenue. We saw the picture. Isn't it true that you actually took your dad, Toby, to Parish?
I've never took Toby to Parish Avenue.
How many times do you think you were over at the Parish Avenue address? You said, I think you said several times.
Yeah, several times.
And you were over there to check on the renovation.
I was there to pick up my daughter.
So you were just there to pick your daughter up. You
quite a
weren't
few
there to
times,
check.
and I've seen the renovations too.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that place on Parish was a mess when your mom first started trying to get that together?
I mean, it wasn't put together, but it wasn't super messy. She was an OCD lady.
Did you go into Parish Avenue address every time that you went there?
Most of the time, yeah.
And you would see a lot of tools, a lot of materials trying to get that house up to shape. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Were
Remodeling.
I'm sorry.
Remodeling.
Did you speak to the neighbors around your mom at all?
No. The ones in the blue house were weird.
You said the ones in the blue house were weird.
Yeah.
Did you see any people in that area that appeared to be under the influence of drugs when you went to Parish? Did you see people out and about that appeared to be?
No, not really.
Okay. Are you aware of whether the area around Parish Avenue, which is not only 5 minutes from this courthouse, is a drug area? Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Did you notice the broken window on the Parish Avenue house?
Yes.
Were you aware that 5 days before your mom was murdered, there was a burglary at the house? Were you aware of that?
No.
When you went in the house, isn't it true that there were boards placed up in front of windows?
No.
There wasn't?
No. There was no boards placed up on the windows.
I noticed in the exhibit you were showing a picture of the house, there was a no trespassing sign. You saw that, correct?
Yeah. It's always been there.
Any indication why that's there?
The owner of the house before had it there.
And it's something that your mom kept up, correct?
Yeah.
Were you aware if people were getting in that house trespassing?
No.
How many entrances are there to that house?
There's the back door, and then there's the front door.
Is the backyard fenced in any way?
No.
So if someone were walking down the street and saw Parish Avenue, they could walk to around the back of the house and...
On the sides there was
back door?
fences.
I'm sorry, what?
On the sides there was fences.
Okay, so you can't, unless you live there, you couldn't get into the backyard? So you're saying it was gated off?
Well, the back part wasn't gated off, but both sides were fenced in.
Are you aware of anyone doing work to the back door in the few days before your mother was murdered?
No.
Now, you seem to insinuate or testify that Toby wasn't supposed to be at Parish. Is that what you were trying to tell
I
us?
mean, no, he really wasn't, but he always comes. He's like a stray cat.
He's like a stray cat.
Yeah, he always follows.
Were you aware that her sister Sherry had asked Toby to come and assist with some of the renovation because someone named Casey Ward was not doing his job? Is that something you're aware of?
No.
Do you know who Casey Ward is?
Yes, I know who Casey
Were you
was.
aware he was being provided money to help with that house?
Yes.
But you're not aware that Toby was being asked to do stuff to help up
No.
help? That would be news to you
Yeah.
if you found that out.
Yeah.
When you went out to Parish these several times, you said to pick up your daughter and you saw the residence, did you ever see Toby there?
Yeah.
And was your mom Rachelle there as well?
Yes.
Did you see anything unusual between the two of them when you were out there at the house, Parish?
Look like they always are in an argument, that's for sure.
And they've been together 27 years, is that right?
28.
28 years? Do you believe that Toby was trying to assist with the renovation at all at that house?
No.
You don't think so?
Sorry, no.
But fair to say that in even a few days before your mom was murdered, that Toby is around the house and your mom is renovating that house on Parish, correct?
Yeah.
And Toby is still in her life.
Yeah.
When's the last time you spoke to your father? I asked you when the last time you saw him. When's the last time you spoke to him?
He contacted me not too long ago.
Over the phone?
Mm-hmm. I answered.
Did you ever observe your mother hit Toby?
No.
You never saw her strike him in any way? You did mention that Toby may have been upset or said something to the effect that your mom was cheating on him or was a prostitute. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Is that something you heard with your own ears, or is that something that someone else told
No,
you?
I've heard it with my own ears.
Was your mom in the presence as well, or did he just
No.
tell you? Sorry, we kind of talked over it. When he said this to you, was it just you and him one-on-one?
Yes.
Your mom wasn't there?
Yes.
Did you ever know if your mom had ever hit your dad with a baseball bat or a bat of any kind?
No.
Have you ever taken your father to the hospital because of any injuries he may have received from your mother?
No.